So let's just talk about our three major coaching points. And really what I'm trying to boil this down to is when we talk about tackling, right? When we talk about tackling, you're going to hear me say it over and over and over again. All right. These three major things. They're really sound bites, quick hitters that guys can latch onto and understand what we're talking about. Track the near hip. Track the near hip, track the near hip, track the near hip. We don't want to go to where he's going. We want to go to where he is. Okay? Because if we're all playing with intention, precision, and great effort, we should have a cavalry showing up. So I'm going to where he is. I got my buddy showing up, going to where he is, and there's not going to be any cutback lanes for this guy to bounce the ball back or redirect or run away from me. All right, because I got great pursuit, I got great effort from everybody on the field. Right, body on body tackling. All right, at the end of the day, you can say near foot, near toe, near shoulder, near shoulder. Hey, aim for the inside pec, head leverage side. All right, all of those things are great coaching points, but I want a body part on a body part, and I want you to physically wrap and squeeze. Because when you wrap and squeeze that lower part of the body, or you wrap and squeeze from up top, you're taking his power off the ground, right? I have to take his power. A power comes from the ground. I got to remove that, and that's taking the legs out of the play. If you take the legs with the wrap and the squeeze, there's no more power that he can develop. He can't drive his feet, and the man's going down. All right. So that's our three major coaching points when we talk about tackling. Now let's get into the role. All right. I love this picture for two reasons. One is Catawba College versus Pembroke. If you're a North Carolina person, all right, you understand what that is. All right. Old school sack. Okay. All right. But look at it. Head leverage side, body on body. Wrap physical with the anchor arm and the off arm that completes the wrap. You're punching through. It's a wrap, punch, and then I'm rolling. All right. And if you can get that ball, get the ball. So you can see it right here. I've highlighted it. Eyes on that hip, anchor arm secured, wrap, punch, ball comes out. Ball comes out. Shout out to the photographer who took this photo. All right. Talking about it just from the coaching points, right? We want same foot, same shoulder. We want our head leverage side as much as possible. We want eyes through the thighs. We want body on body and wrap, squeeze, and roll. All right. At the end of the day, you'll hear it say over and over and over again. Finish with a body part. Finish with a body part. So how do we work? How do we drill this? All right. Starting short area space, just working long stride, short stride, closing the air. Really, this is all short stride. Just closing the space and then working the physical wrap part, head leverage side. We're not taking anybody to the ground. All right. Then we can bring this to still short area space. Now it's reactionary. You can choose a direction either way, right? And now you have to react as the primary tackler to the primary ball carrier. All right. This becomes long stride, short stride. As you come around, long stride, short stride. And what I really like to see JL do a better job of is taking that extra step to close so that you can put your body on the body. All right. When you end up in these positions where your foot is you're there and you're reaching, you end up making a lunge tackle. And what happens is your power goes away and you're trusting that you have strength in your upper body to finish the wrap, or you have enough inertia in that shoulder to knock that man off his balance into the ground. All right. You're trusting a lot. Now, a lot of these guys, especially, I'm sure you guys have seen it, backs are getting better and better with contact balance. Athletes are getting more athletic each and every year. All right. So I don't trust that. What I like to see is take that extra step and make full contact by putting that shoulder to his near shoulder and tapping that hip, right? That way I know I'm securing that. I'm at that near hip. My head is leveraged side and I'm ready to wrap, squeeze, and roll. All right. So then we take that to, hey, now let's bring out the crash pad so we can actually take this thing to the ground. All right. We work a little block pro. We're getting off the block here. And then we got coach working the agile on the move to simulate a ball carrier, right? Head leverage side. You like to see it a little better. I'd like to see him not leave his feet as quickly, but you get the gist, right? Long stride, short stride, near foot, near shoulder, to the near shoulder to near shoulder, right? Wrap, squeeze, and roll. Like to see head leverage side, but working the technique. Now we're just changing the angle, right? Really, this could be an edge blitzer with outside zone away. All right. Just changing the angle. Just changing the angle, working the same drill. Same thing here on the finish. Like to see him take that extra step and get his head leverage side, but you can see the mechanics, right? And then we put a ball carrier back here just so he can have an actual key. Instead of keying me, he's blitzing off the edge, keying the back, and then changing his direction. All right, and then shorten it down just a little bit more if you want to kind of take some of the running out of it, right? We're working the block protection part, so we're getting off the block, right? Strike, and then head near side, leverage side, wrap, squeeze, and roll, right? Just working the fundamentals in the short area space. All right, where does that show up? Watch your 48 here. All right. Zone drop, ball gets thrown to the check down, right? Not always going to be head leverage side, eyes through the thighs, wrap, squeeze, roll. Body part finish means I got to finish getting up through the body, right? His leg is wrapped in my leg. That's how we want to finish. Same thing. We're watching 2-5 here. Desmond King. Great angle. Eyes through the thighs. Wrap, squeeze, take his power away, and roll. Get that man down. Watching 6 here. Denzel Perryman. You like to see him take that extra step. This is what I'm talking about when you're lunging for that tackle. You're trusting your upper body. But if you have enough power in there and you wrap effectively, head leverage side, roll. Finish with a body part. All right, profile. Profile. We all understand what that is, right? Same foot, same shoulder, eyes through the midline. We want to lift, drive for 5. So it's a physical wrap, lift, drive for 5, right? And then finish with violence. Finish with violence, finish with violence. This picture says everything about violence. I am dumping the man down into the ground. Make your presence felt, all right? And then finish with a body part. How do we practice that? Short area space, right? Working to contact, body on the body, drive for 5, drive for 5, drive for 5. All right. Then you could take the make it a short space drill, just like we did with the roll tackle, right? Now I got my presence on the crash pad, knee down, right? And I'm striking and working really the explosion, right? Off that leg, that plant leg, up into the defender, wrap and dump. Okay, wrap and dump. And then you can see how his feet quicken and widen. So here, explode off that down leg, widen, drive, dump him. Finish with violence. All right. And then you want to expand it a little bit more. Right now we're working the heavy sled. Explode through the hips, drive for 5, drive for 5, drive for 5.